How did he do it?
You shot him.
In the street?
Harley's room.
Did you see it?
I didn't have to.
And how do you know?
He's dead, Joe.
I'm going back to Ruby.
You can't do that. They'll be on you the moment you set foot onto Main Street. There's no place in that town he doesn't have eyes. If you go back to Ruby and get yourself shot, then what did he die for?
What did he die for?
If he were still alive, he'd beg you not to do anything foolish. He'd want you to stay away.
Take that little whore's advice to heart, Josephine.
Mama was a whore.
Now, she'd be the first to admit that.
Is that how you see him? Sports first and women second?
Just a judgment of a whore over just about anyone.
You trusted Harley? Think she loved you?
Why are you so concerned whether your mom and I loved each other?
Because she's dead, Cort. I thought you should know there won't be a warm body in a bottle waiting for you above the bell anymore.
Your mama, she...
Don't hurt yourself, Cort. Maybe you can get together with all of Harley's regulars. Who knows how many brothers and sisters I've scattered all over the territory.
I'll pluck your eyebrows off. You don't watch your mouth about your mama. Harley O was the decentest woman I ever had.
If you loved her so much, then how come you didn't take her away from this life?
I told her every time I saw her that I loved her.
She never came to see you?
Sent that Rowena out here to deliver a few letters.
You and I have both had someone taken from us. You can't hunt down consumption, but I can put a bullet in the heart of that seed sucker who killed Jake and made a slave out of Harley.
Oh, good. You just leave me out of it.
You're too busy patenting for a whore. You can't even shoot straight.
I shoot just fine, young lady, but stomping into a suicide mission to avenge some Apache bastard who gives you the vapors, this ain't the way I planned on ending my life.
Are you sure you want your last words in this world to be a slur about a man who died today? As far as I'm concerned, that Apache bastard is the only family I got.
Well, you got every right to go and seek your revenge. But I don't owe him nothing.
I thought there was a good man buried inside that poisonous husk.
You may have me confused with someone else. You may have thought that Apache was the only family you ever had. By God, now I'm really the only family you got left.
I'm going to Ruby to kill Hayes. With or without your help.
Well, you're gonna see your mom again. A lot sooner than I will. Would have already plugged you twice in the time it took you to aim your first shot.
I thought you said you didn't want any part of this.
I don't mean I'm adverse to entertainment. What sixth sense of humor some bitch taught you how to shoot? Hell, maybe some people just can't be taught. Poultry for supper, I suggest using a hatchet. You smoke them hands with a bullet, the meat just ends up tasting of antimony.
You ever do any actual ranching?
Spread's about as useful for ranching as a cactus is for a saddle.
So then how'd you pay for all this? So killing still pays well.
Pays a hell of a lot better than conspiring.
Unarmed Navajo, Apache, Chinese, women and children, they deserve it?
You'll forgive me if the judgment of a petulant child smacks of hypocrisy. And you think killing Hayseed Hay is gonna give you that satisfaction?
I'll let you know.
What are you closing one eye for? Close one eye, you're just gonna see half as much. Plus, you're just gonna end up spraying wide because you ain't got no depth perception. I know you think I'm an ancient, bigoted, drunken fool. And you're not wrong. But tell me, Lady Vengeance, how is it that someone twice your age and twice as drunk as you can get 3 dead-eye shots off in the time it takes you to get one?
Because you've been practicing your whole life?
Wrong.
Because you're so drunk you're not even trying to aim?
That's close.
I ain't got time for the ramblings of a lonely, pickled reptile.
You're so busy looking that you ain't seeing. For every second you spend crossing your eyes at your target, you lose 2 split seconds you could have spent firing.
Tell me how, Cort. Tell me how to shoot like you. Look, I ain't never asked for anything, and you ain't never given me anything.
I gave you my name.
Give me something I can use, Daddy. Give me something I can use to defend myself.
You don't want to defend yourself. You want to take a man's life. Josephine. Now your hand is on its way from wherever it was to point directly at your target. The weapon is just something that happens to pick up along the way. The holster is tossing you the gun as your hand rides by it. Gun matches the speed of your hand and joins it. Go then. What was that?
Shadow the son of a bitch.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not. You took 3 to the chest before you even had a chance to fire your first shot. Go. Go again. Why is your hand shaking like a punch-drunk pugilist?
Ain't no blood left in it.
Tell your veins to pump the blood where it's needed. You in charge of your hand, or it in charge of you? Guess that answers that question. Better.
I missed.
Hey, your eyes don't aim, your arm aims. When you blink, does your weapon discharge?
No.
What discharges your weapon?
The hand?
Your arm. Hand is an extension of your arm. Finger's an extension of your hand.
All right.
Your arm aims the gun, your finger pulls the trigger. Now, they do the work, so they make the rules.
All right.
Your eyes don't even hardly factor in.
All right.
All right, then. What are you doing, Cass?
Don't call me that.
Why not?
He calls me that.
Who?
You know who.
Hate that crooked son of a bitch and badge polisher?
Yes.
You want to put 2 between them blank, beady eyes of his?
Yes.
You want him to answer for Jakob?
Yes.
Draw a coat! Better.